Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Mahamantra ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Hare Gaura Premanande, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, welcome, welcome. Nice to see all of you. Wonderful. Hare Krishna Rupaji. Welcome all. Thank you so much. So today we are going to read something from Srimad Bhagavatam. Some shlokas from Srimad Bhagavatam. This month, during this time, this is a Pitru Paksha going on. You know, everybody knows Pitru Paksha. Pitru Paksha means this is the time for the ancestors, our great parents, grandparents, whosoever passed away. In this month, in Bharatvarsha, they offer Shraddha ceremony. Have you heard about Shraddha? They offer oblations. So they offer the food which is offered to Lord Vishnu, it is given in charity to Brahmanas, to Vaishnavas, and also to birds like crow. They feed the crows also in Shraddha month. So this is the month where we remember our ancestors. And why do we remember our ancestors? Because we have, whatever we have is because of their blessings. Is that right? Because of them, we have all those things. So our ancestors who are pious, who were noble, they dwell in a place which is called as Pitruloka. So during this time, some of these ancestors who may not have got Pitruloka, and they might be wandering here and there, you know, Atma, soul, it wanders sometimes here and there because they have done bad karmas. So for them, there is a process to liberate them. There is a very nice story of a Brahmana. This Brahmana's name was Atmadev. What was the name? This Brahmana was living in a village and he had a beautiful wife also. But unfortunately, this Brahmana had no child. So this Brahmana and his wife, they were looking for a child. So this Brahmana, one time, he met a sadhu in the forest. And he said, I do not have a child. Can you bless me with a child? So this the sadhu saw his palm. You know, there is a Bhagya Rekha. सबको हिंदी आता है यहाँ पे? सो भाग्य रेखा देखी, कहा कि आपके नसीब में कोई बच्चा नहीं है. You have no child in your bhagya. So this Brahmana, Atmadev, he became very disturbed. He said, if you can predict that there is no child, then you have a power. You can give me a child. You have to give me a child. You have to bless me. So after his lot of insistence, this sadhu blessed him. He gave him a fruit. He said, they take this fruit to your home and give this to your wife. And she will get a child. So Brahmana, what was the name of the Brahmana? Atmadev took the fruit. वो fruit लेके कहाँ गया? अपनी पत्नी के पास. He gave it to his wife. His wife's name was Dhunduki. What was the name? Atmadev and wife's name? Atmadev, very noble, very pious. The wife was exactly opposite. Crooked. She never believed in God. Never believed in Krishna. So Atmadev took the fruit and gave it to his wife. What was the name, wife's name? Dunduki. He said, take this fruit. So Dunduki did not believe, or she was crooked. So she took the fruit and gave it to a cow in their Gaushala. And she told to her husband that I took the fruit. मैंने खा लिया. एक्चुअल में फ्रूट किसने खाया था? गऊ ने खा लिया था. लेकिन अभी पति ने बोला है तो कुछ तो करना पड़ेगा. हरे कृष्ण. तो धुंधुकी ने अपनी सिस्टर थी, उसको बताया कि ऐसा ऐसा फ्रूट आया है और पति ने ऐसा कुछ लेके आए हैं. तो उसकी सिस्टर ने कहा, डोंट वरी, I will have a child, I will give it to you. You say that it is your child. So the child which was adopted by Dhunduki was called as Dhundakari. And after a few days, the cow which ate the fruit became pregnant. Because that fruit had a power. Because it was given by a sadhu. It had a power. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. तो गौ को बच्चा हुआ. This boy, it was the boy which the cow gave a birth to a boy actually, human. But he had the ears of cow. So he was named as Gokarna. What was the name? And the boy which was adopted from his sister, her sister was Dhundakari. So now this adopted child was very shrewd. He was really bad. He had all the bad qualities. He was doing gambling, drinking alcohol, everything, whatever you can name it. He did all the wrong things. He did all the sinful activities in his life. But Gokarna was pious from the beginning. And this Dhundakari, because of his bad habits, he died at an early age. Because of all his bad habits, drinking and smoking and all those things. So now this Dhundakari, he died at an early age. How did he die? So he was in associate with the prostitutes. And those prostitutes, they took all the money and killed him. And that's how he died. So now when he died because of unfortunate circumstances, his soul was wandering around. He became a ghost, actually. Because he didn't get a body because of his bad karmas. So his brother, what was his name? Gokarna, he asked all the sadhus, all the saintly people, what should I do for my brother who has not got a body, who is roaming around like a ghost? So all the sadhu says, go to Prayag, go to this holy place, that holy place. He did all this, but he did not get moksha or liberation because he had done bad karmas. If we do bad karmas, then it will come back to us, right? Is that right or wrong? So this Dhundakari was roaming around like a ghost. So ultimately, Gokarna approached one sadhu. He said, what should I do? He said, if you really want to liberate your cousin brother, then you have to read Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Katha. आज भी अगर भारत में जाएंगे तो अपने पिता माता की याद में भागवत सप्ताह करते हैं. आपको मालूम है? You know it? People do the Bhagavad Sapta in the memory of their parents. Sapta means 7 days. So this Gokarna, he organized the Bhagavad Katha, Srimad Bhagavatam. You see this Srimad Bhagavatam? So Gokarna organized the Srimad Bhagavatam Sapta. For 7 days, the Srimad Bhagavatam was recited. And this Dhundakari, जो धुंधकारी था, जो भूत हो गया था, घोस्ट, वो भी वहां पे था, उसने भी भागवत कथा सुनी. For Dhundakari, a bamboo was created. Bamboo had 7 knots. And the Dhundakari, the ghost, was given a place in this bamboo. And every day, when one day was finished, 1 knot used to rupture. एक knot खुल जाता था, दूसरा, तीसरा. 7 दिन के बाद, all the 7 knots of bamboo got opened up. And this Dhundakari got moksha, liberation, because of hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. So all other people also were hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, but they didn't get the moksha. But Dhundakari got the moksha. So Gokarna asked the person who was reading Bhagavatam that how come Gokarna got benefit and how come Dhundakari got benefit and we didn't get? So he said, when Dhundakari was listening, he was listening attentively. His mind was not wandering here and there. That is how he got moksha. So that is why the Srimad Bhagavatam, here you can see on the picture, this Srimad Bhagavatam here, this is none other than Krishna himself. And one who reads this Srimad Bhagavatam every day, it benefits not only you but all the ancestors. So in this month, this it started, the Pitru Paksha started on 17th of September and it ends on 2nd of October. It's 16 days period in the month of Bhadra. After the Purnima, this Pitru Paksha comes. Now in India, they do Shraddha ceremony. But here, none of us do Shraddha, right? But if you read Srimad Bhagavatam every day, it is as good as, or it's much better than offering Shraddha actually. So that is why it is recommended. If you are really well-wisher of you and your family, what do? अगर आप अपना और अपनी फैमिली का भला चाहते हैं तो क्या कर सकते हैं? क्या कर सकते हैं? प्रभु जी क्या कर सकते हैं? क्या कर सकते हैं? भागवतम क्या पढ़े? भागवतम पढ़ना चाहिए रोज. हाँ, एक नित्यम भागवत सेवया. तो आइए हम भागवतम के बारे में थोड़ा जानते हैं. इसके पहले हम मंगलाचरण करेंगे. हाँ, आप मेरे पीछे रिपीट कर सकते हैं. नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये. नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिकी. तो यहाँ पे क्या लिखा है? व्हाट इज रिटन? नष्ट प्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यम भागवत सेवया. नित्यम यानी, what does nityam means? Regularly, every day, regularly. Sevaya means service. How can you serve Bhagavatam? Srimad Bhagavatam you can serve by either hearing or reading very carefully. Then what will happen? Nashta means destroyed. What will be destroyed? Abhadra means all inauspicious. There are so many inauspicious things in our life. Can you mention one inauspicious thing in your life? Anybody? You have any inauspicious thing in your life? Yes or no? We all have, right? Anger. Is anger auspicious or inauspicious? We all get angry quite often. Somebody says something, we become angry. Somebody doesn't give us what we want, we become angry. Oh, you don't give me. If somebody doesn't give you respect, what happens? कोई आपको आदर सम्मान नहीं देता है तो क्या होता है? गुस्सा आता है बहुत. Is that right? Is that auspicious or inauspicious? Then we all have greed. Is that right? How many of you are greedy? Raise your hands. I am raising my hand. Everybody? Oh, you are not greedy? That is good quality. We all are greedy, right? If somebody serves you one gulab jamun, I want second one. Does that happen? Eating more than required is greed, right? Yes or no? Pizza, one slice is not enough. We want second one. That is called as greed. Anger, greed. Then third enemy, enviness. Envy. Are we envious of others? Well, how come they just came now and they have everything now? Car, bungalow. How is that possible? I'm struggling for so many days. That is called as enviness. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So these are abhadra. Abhadra means wrong things in our life. We all have wrong things. Is that right? Nobody is immune to it. So all these things will be destroyed if we read Bhagavatam, which means that we'll be pure like a water falling from the sky. Children, when they're born, they're very pure. Is that right? And then slowly they acquire the qualities. Greedy, anger, everything comes into them. Right? A little child also, they have enviness. They envy their small kids, they envy their siblings. It's natural, right? Because the material nature is like that. But if you want to stay away from all this, if you want to be pure as gold, then you can be reading Srimad Bhagavatam. And what is the benefit? Bhagavati Uttama Shloke. What is Uttama Shloka? Uttama Shloka is nothing but Lord Krishna himself. So you will develop bhakti. Pure bhakti will be developed. And bhaktir bhavati naishtaki. Naishtaki means it will be such a firmly fixed in bhakti that nobody can shake you. Sometimes लोग मंदिर आते हैं, फिर कुछ दिन के बाद आना बंद कर देते हैं. क्यों? क्योंकि नैष्ठिकी नहीं है. नैष्ठिकी या नहीं, no matter what happens, I will not forget Krishna. Right? Every day. Should we all remember Krishna every day? Yes or no? भगवान को याद करना क्यों जरूरी है? क्योंकि भगवान हमें सब कुछ देते हैं, तो क्या हम उनके लिए समय नहीं निकाल सकते? इसलिए तो नैष्ठिकी यानी कि अगर बीमार भी है तो भी नो एक्सक्यूज. राइट? डू यू ऑल ईट एवरी डे और यू स्किप वन डे? एवरी अल्टरनेट डे यू ईट or you eat every once a week? How about you, Prabhu, Vishnu Prabhu? You once a week? Then every day? You come to temple once a week? So this is the difference, right? Naishtaki means that no matter what happens, I will eat every day. No matter what happens, I will remember Krishna every day. I will chant Krishna's name. That is so if you want to have this firm faith, then you have to have sevaya. Sevaya means reading Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam is a wonderful compilation by Maharshi Vedvyas. Maharshi Vedvyas ji ने चारों वेदों की रचना की. कौन से वेद? Can somebody help me? Samaved, Yajurved, Atharved, Rigved. Very good. Big round of applause to all of you. What is your name?
Devi Srilaya.
Srilaya, wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you. So Vedvyaji composed all the Vedas with millions of shlokas. But then he thought that people in this Kali Yuga will be lazy. They will not read everything. So then he summarized those Vedas into 108 Upanishads. But then he thought people will not bother to read Upanishads. So then he composed Puranas. He composed 18 Puranas, summarized Vedas into Upanishad, Upanishad into Puran. But still he thought that people will be not reading Puran also. Then he composed Mahabharata. And in Mahabharata he composed Bhagavad Gita. All the knowledge of Vedas he put into Bhagavad Gita. 700 shlokas. Millions of shlokas summarized into 700. But what is the unfortunate thing? What is the unfortunate thing, Prabhu? What is your name? Amar. Aman. What is the unfortunate thing? When Vedvyas ji compiles millions of shlokas and summarized into 700, and what is the unfortunate? वो भी नहीं पढ़ सकते हम. So this is the unfortunate part of the whole life, right? If you decide to read Bhagavad Gita, 700 shlokas, if you read one shloka every day, how long it will take to finish Bhagavad Gita? हम 2 years, 2 साल में खत्म भगवत गीता. अभी तो हमारा उम्र 25 से ज्यादा हो गया सबका, है ना, 20-25 के आसपास तो है सब लोग. So we have to make sure Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. So after compiling Bhagavatam and everything, Vedvyaji was thinking, I'm still missing something, because I have composed all the Vedas, Upanishads, I have composed Puran, I have composed Srimad Mahabharat, but still there is something he was finding unsatisfactory. His work was not not complete. So at that time he was sitting in a place called as Badrikashram, Badrinath. Badrinath गए हैं कोई यहाँ से, कोई गए हैं? Anybody has to mean Badrinath? North India? No Badrinath. Badrinath कोई नहीं गया. अच्छा, आप लोग तीर्थ यात्रा करना चाहिए. बद्रीनाथ कहाँ से जाते हैं? तो पहले दिल्ली जाइए, दिल्ली से देहरादून, देहरादून से बद्रीनाथ सीधा हेलीकॉप्टर जाता है, बस जाती है, ट्रेन अपना गाड़ी जाती है, सब कुछ जाता है. प्लीज गो वन डे. वेरी ब्यूटीफुल प्लेस. देयर इज अ फर्स्ट विलेज ऑफ इंडिया देयर. इट्स कॉल्ड माना विलेज. And it's beautiful. There is a river called Saraswati River there. And there is a cave called as Vyasa Gufa. That's where Vedvyaji sat and composed all the Vedic literature. And who helped Vedvyaji? Lord Ganesha, absolutely. So there is a Vyasa Gufa and Ganesh Gufa. You must go there one day. You can go there and take darshan. Actually में आप जाके वो स्टोन के ऊपर भी लिखा हुआ है जो ancient. And the shape of that cave is just like the markings are just like pages of books. It's naturally formed like that. It's a beautiful cave. You must go and visit it. So Vedvyaji was sitting there by the river. As there is a Saraswati river there also. So Vedvyaji was sitting and he was not feeling complete. At that time, his guru Narad Muni came there and he said, Vedvyaji, you should be proud of yourself. You have composed so much literature that people even can't read it. If you decide to do PhD on Vedvyaji's work, you might be able to do 1,000 PhDs, so much amount of work Vedvyaji has composed. Even scholars cannot fathom the depth he has composed. Such amount of work he has developed. People actually do, like if you go to theology classes in the universities, they do PhDs on some of the work of Vedvyaji. But I mean, it's a humongous work. It's humongous. So much amount of work he has done. But still, Vedvyaji was not content. So at that time, Narad Muni came and he guided him. So Narad Muni guided to Vedvyaji that you have composed everything, but you have not composed the pastime of Lord Krishna. And that is why you are not feeling complete. आपने सब कुछ तो कंपोज किया है, लेकिन सब क्या है? कर्मकांड है. कर्मकांड यानी क्या? व्हाट इज कर्मकांड? कर्मकांड यानी if you do this, you will get this. All the Vedas have कर्मकांड. People who want some material things, they follow Vedas. But people who want pure bhakti, they follow Srimad Bhagavatam actually. So Vedvyaji remembered, yes, he hasn't composed the pastime of Lord Krishna and the life of the pure devotees of Krishna. So then Vedvyaji composed Srimad Bhagavatam. And Narad Muni at that time gave an instruction to Vedvyaji. He said, in my life also, when I heard Srimad Bhagavatam, then I was purified. Actually, Narad Muni in his previous life was the son of a maid servant, very poor person. Narad Muni's mother was very poor in his previous life. And one time when few sages were traveling, they stopped by Narad Muni's mother's house. And she used to feed them. And one day his mother, when he went to the jungle, a snake came and bite her and she was dead. At that time, Narad Muni was looked after by the sages. And the sages taught him Srimad Bhagavatam. And by hearing the blessing of that Bhagavatam, Narad Muni became the Narad Muni in his next life. That was the blessing of Narad Muni. So Narad Muni's instruction was that Na atha vasudevaya mahima hi anuvarnita. He said, you have composed everything, but you have not composed Vasudev. Who is Vasudev? Krishna's name is Vasudev. Krishna's father's name is Vasudev, and Krishna's name is Vasudev. Vasu and Vasudev. So here he says that you have not described Lord Krishna's transcendental pastimes. So you please describe Krishna's pastimes, then you will feel satisfaction. And then Narad Muni composed Srimad Bhagavatam. So this Srimad Bhagavatam is the incarnation of Lord Krishna. When Lord Krishna went back to his home, back to Godhead, at that time here, the mantra here in Srimad Bhagavatam, it says, you may repeat after me, Krishne Swadhamopagate Dharma Jnanadhibi Saha Kalo Nashta Drisham Esha Puranako Adhuni Ditaha. So here the translation is, who can read it? Vishnu, can you read for me?
This Bhagavata Purana is as brilliant as the sun, and it has arisen just after the departure of Lord Krishna to his own abode. Persons who have lost their vision due to the dense darkness of ignorance in the age of Kali shall get light from this Purana.
So this Bhagavatam was composed by Vedvyasji just after departure of Lord Krishna. So it is the same as Lord Krishna, because this Bhagavatam was first told to Brahmaji by Lord Krishna himself. All this, whatever we are hearing in Bhagavatam, all knowledge was told by Lord Krishna to Brahmaji, Brahmaji to Narad Muni, and Narad Muni told the whole Bhagavatam to Vedvyasji, and then Vedvyasji composed the Bhagavatam actually. So this Bhagavatam is the words of Lord Krishna. It is about Krishna. And that is why this Bhagavatam is none other than Krishna himself, right? So if Lord Krishna comes and sits next to you, he can give you the same what Bhagavatam gave you. So that is the incarnation of Srimad Bhagavatam. It says here in Srimad Bhagavatam, Idam Bhagavatam Nama Puranam Brahma Samhitam Uttama Shloka Charitam Chakara Bhagavan Rishi Niha Shreyasya Lokasya Dhanam Swati Ayanam Mahat. So what is the meaning of this? This Srimad Bhagavatam is literary incarnation of God, and it is compiled by Sri Vedvyas. Vedvyas is also Shaktavesh avatar of Lord. It is meant for ultimate good of all people. It is all successful, all blissful, and all perfect. So one who reads Srimad Bhagavatam, he achieves the perfection in his life. And what is the perfection of life? Perfection of life is that Ante Narayana Smriti. What is that? When we are giving up this body, that time to remember Krishna. Is it very important? It is the most important thing. Life is a preparation, death is a examination. We all are going to face the examination one day. Is it right? Mrityu? Compulsory. Is that right? Any options? No. At that time, a lot of people are scared of death. But those who are devotees of Lord, they are not worried about it because they remember Krishna at the time of death. Krishna says that, Antakale chamamaeva sparamukta kalevaram. If you remember Krishna at the time of death, you will go to Krishna. Yamyavi smaran bhavam tyajante kalevaram. Whatever you remember at the time, you will get it. So most of the time people remember their family members or money or something like that. So they come back. How do they come back? They come back in the form of another human being or a dog or a cat or something like that. You have to come back because you're remembering material things, then you get material body. If you are remembering Krishna, what will happen? You'll get the body like Krishna. You'll get a body like Krishna in Vaikuntha or Goloka, Vrindavana, depending upon your destiny. So whatever you remember, now what you can remember in exam, what you have prepared throughout. If you don't do any preparation, the examination result will be failure. Is that right? Is that right? So life is preparation. So how do you prepare your life? At that destination, final moment. So Nityam Bhagavata, every day reading Srimad Bhagavatam is very, very important part of our human life. Can a dog read Srimad Bhagavatam? Can a cat read Srimad Bhagavatam? So what is the difference between human and animals? Humans can read Srimad Bhagavatam, animals cannot. So if you don't read Srimad Bhagavatam, what are we? A dog can eat, a human can eat, a dog can sleep, an animal can sleep, a dog can produce children, and humans can also produce children. A dog can fight, animals can all, humans can also. So we are same as animals. Maybe sophisticated animals, you can say. In a grand scale, we can eat. But what separates us from animals? So in Srimad Bhagavat, in Mahabharata, there is a shloka. It says, Ahar Nidra Bhay Maithunancha Samanyeta Pashubhi Samana Dharma hi eka adhiko vishesho Dharma vihina Pashubhi Samana. So what is the difference between human and animals? Who can help? Who can help? Prabhuji, Amal Prabhu. What is the difference between human and animals? What is the difference?
We can speak, we can study, we can
What?
we can gain knowledge
What knowledge?
by reading Bhagavad Gita and by following God's path.
Following. We can read Srimad Bhagavatam. Animals can read Bhagavatam. Some people say we can operate computers, animals can't operate computers. We are some people are smart, they can say like that. Is that right, Prabhu? Neeraj, right? Dheeraj, what is your name, Prabhu? Dheeraj, right? And Neeraj. Okay, Neeraj Prabhu. So animals can't operate computer, we can operate computer. So we are better than animals. But what do we do with the computers is very important. If we use the computers to make more money, to make big house, to make big bungalow, to make big food and eating and sleeping, what is that called as? Sophisticated animal. Because you are using the resources for the same thing, right? Ultimate purpose is the same. Shri Shri Gaur Nitai ki, Shri Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman ki, Shri Shri Radha Rajvatsa ki, Shri Shri Jagannath, Shri Shri Baldev, Shri Shri Subhadra Mata ki, Shri Giriraj Dhara ki, Srila Prabhupada. So we are using all the facilities what we have. Does human have more facilities than animal? How many of you agree? You all agree? Humans have better facilities? Yes or no? You know, you go to the government offices or, big corporates, the top position people have more facilities than the people who are starters. Is that right? Some people get the office, car, cell phone, and what other perks they get. A lot of perks, right? Why do they give them so much facility? Why do the top position people have more facilities? Because they have to take big decisions. Is that right? They have to take a better decision, more important decisions. That is why they are given better facilities. Similarly, human, we have been given more facilities by Krishna than animals. Why?
Consciousness, like humans have a superior consciousness than animals.
Yeah, why Krishna has given super consciousness to us? Because we can find this question, what will happen to me after death? Why have to take birth again and again? Can I stop repeated birth and death? These are the questions we can ask, which is called as Athat Brahma Jignasa. What is it called? Athat Brahma Jignasa. Brahma Jignasa means this question: when will I die? What will happen to me next? What is my next destiny? Are you all worried about it or no? We all should. Those who are smart, those who are intelligent will think about the future. Is that right? We save the money, we have insurance policies because we think about the future. We put the investment in the shares because we think, okay, money will grow. We are smart, we go to the college and universities because we think about the future. Similarly, those who are smart will think, oh, I'm collecting so much money, but what will happen when I die? Will I get all the money carry forward? Yes or no? Those who are smart will think. So what is that will we carry forward to the next life? That is bhakti. The only thing which is carry forward is bhakti. Nothing else is carry forward to the next life. Everything else remains here. So this is the ultimate purpose of human life, is Athat Brahma Jignasa. Thinking that how can I make a permanent fixed deposit? What is the fixed deposit? If you chant Krishna's name every day, if you read Srimad Bhagavatam, it will come with you life after life after life. And maybe you can achieve all perfection at the time of death. You might be able to remember Krishna, right? So that is the importance of Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam is a mature fruit of this Vedic tree. All the Vedas they're summarized into Srimad Bhagavatam. So, if we read Srimad Bhagavatam, there is a nice story of Maharaj Parikshit in Srimad Bhagavatam. Who is Parikshit? Parikshit is, कौन बताएगा Parikshit कौन है? Abhimanyu's son, very nice, and grandson of Arjuna, correct? Parikshit is the son. And what is the mother's name of Parikshit? Uttara, very nice. So when Parikshit was a great king, one time he went to the forest and he lost his route. He was very thirsty, very hungry, and he went to a hut where Rishi Muni was doing a tapasya. The name of Rishi is Shamik Rishi. And Shamik Rishi was in great meditation. And when here you can see Parikshit Maharaj enters. He is very hungry, thirsty, he is angry a little bit that this Shamik Rishi is not opening the eyes. Even I am the king of this place and he is not welcoming me. So he becomes very disturbed. So Shamik Rishi is in meditation. So Maharaj Parikshit takes a dead snake and puts around the neck of Shamik Rishi. And he leaves that place. In anger, sometimes we do some of the things which we should not be doing, right? And that is why what we should do when we are angry. What is the best way to deal with anger? Leave the place when anger is arisen. Don't talk anything. Don't do anything because in anger you do wrong things. Is that right? So Maharaj Parikshit in the anger put the snake around the neck of Shamik Rishi, and Shamik Rishi's son Shringi comes to know that somebody has put a snake around my father's neck. So Shringi curses Parikshit Maharaj that in the 7 days a Takshak Nag will come, the flying snake, and he will burn you to ashes. So there is a 7-day notice to given to Parikshit Maharaj. 7 दिन में आपकी मृत्यु, द एंड. हमारा सबका भी एंड 7 दिन में होने वाला है. यस और नो? बताइए. यस और नो? हाउ यस? मंडे, ट्यूसडे, वेडनेसडे, थर्सडे, फ्राइडे, सैटरडे एंड कोई भी एक दिन चूज कर लो. आने तो वाला है. 7 में से एक दिन पकड़ेगा कि नहीं आपको? यस और नो? 7 days notice is going to come or no? So we all are going to die in 7 days. We don't know which 7 days, but one of those days is going to come and catch us. There was one lawyer. The lawyer was, he was like very young, maybe like my age, 53. And one day, all of a sudden, his death comes near. Yamaduta come. And he says, now it's the time to leave the body. He said, but I'm a lawyer. You should serve a notice. When the Yamaduta handed over him the notice, he said, no, you have to give the notice before. You are giving the judgment now to die. A lawyer always needs a notice. So Yamaduta said, I always gave you the notice. He said, I didn't receive. He said, you know what? During this life, when your hair were growing gray, I gave you first notice. Then what did you do? You ignored the notice by painting it with black color. Is it right? Then I gave you another notice. You had some problem in your back. Your legs were not working properly. You were feeling tired. I gave you second notice. What did you do? You started taking multivitamins. You approached the doctor. So you ignored all the notices. Then your vision also reduced. I gave you third notice, but you ignored all the notices. So now this is the final notice. What is that? चलिए अभी घर छोड़िए, किराए का घर है, छोड़ना. Parikshit Maharaj got a 7-day notice. So now Parikshit Maharaj is worried. So he approached all the sages. What should I do when I am about to die? Should we all think about it? What should we do? We all should approach a lawyer and write a will. Parikshit Maharaj didn't do that when he was about to die, because he was thinking beyond. He said, when you're about to die, what should we do? So all the sages suggested him that you should go to Shukadeva Goswami. And Shukadeva Goswami, here in the picture you can see, Parikshit Maharaj and Shukadeva Goswami sat by the Mother Ganga river bank of Mother Ganga. And for 7 days and 7 nights, they heard Srimad Bhagavatam Katha. And Parikshit Maharaj went back to home, back to Godhead. So this is a great story of Maharaj Parikshit, where when he was about to give up his body, at that time he heard Krishna Katha. The Srimad Bhagavatam has wonderful pastimes of devotees of Lord, and there is one great devotee of Lord. His name is here. Everybody knows this great devotee? Bhishma Pitama. Bhishma Pitama has a Vardhan of Ichha Mrityu. He's son of Ganga Devi. So Bhishma Pitama has a Ichha Mrityu. He can die whenever he wants. But on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, he's lying on a bed of arrows. Arjuna threw millions of arrows at his body. All the arrows are penetrating his body. But Bhishma Pitama didn't give up his body. Why? Because he's waiting for Lord Krishna to arrive. He wants to give up his body only when Lord Krishna is in front of him. And then on the day of Makar Sankranti, when sun was going in the north, Lord Krishna came to fulfill his desires. So Srimad Bhagavatam has wonderful stories of this devotee. Bhishma Pitama, Hare Krishna. Bhishma Pitama says, may my Lord, who is four-handed and whose beautifully decorated lotus face with eyes as red as a rising sun is smiling, kindly await me at that moment when I quit this material body. This is a desire of a devotee. A devotee has no other desire. His only desire is when I'm closing this body, when I'm closing the business of this body, at that time I should remember Krishna, nothing else, right? In Srimad Bhagavatam, there's another story of here, one of the great devotee of Lord. Her name is Queen Kunti. And Queen Kunti is praying to Lord here, Kunti Mata. Who is Kunti? Kunti is the mother of Pandavas. Now, when Lord Krishna is leaving Hastinapur and going to Dwarka, at that time Kunti approaches Lord Krishna. And what is Queen Kunti saying to Lord? She's saying to Lord that, oh my dear Krishna, your lordship has protected us from poisoned cake. There was a Duryodhana tried to kill Pandavas by giving them poisonous cake. And Lord Krishna saved them. From a great fire, when Pandavas were in forest, exile, at that time, Duryodhana tried to kill them by Lakshagraha. From cannibals, from vicious assembly, from sufferings during the exile in the forest, and from the battle where the great generals fought. And now you saved us from the weapons of Ashwatthama. So Lord Krishna protected Pandavas everywhere. Lord Krishna is so kind that he protects his devotee when his devotees are in danger. Prahlad was in danger. Krishna came and protected Prahlad. So now Kunti is saying, you may repeat after me. Vipada Shantuta Shashvat Tatra Tatra Jagat Guru Bhavato Darshanam Yatsyad Apurbhava Darshanam. So just now through this prayer you asked something from Krishna. What did you ask? You asked the same thing what Kunti asked. Let's ask again one more time. Do you want to ask that? Let's do them. Vipada Shantuta Shashvat Vipada Shantuta Shashvat Tatra Tatra Jagat Guru Tatra Tatra Jagat Guru Bhavato Darshanam Yatsyat Bhavato Darshanam Yatsyat Apurbhava Darshanam Apurbhava Darshanam. So Kunti is saying to Lord Krishna that Vipadaha Shantutaha Shashvat. Shashvat means always. Vipada means difficulties, problems. So Kunti is saying, let all the problems come to me all the time. What is he saying? Let the problems come in my life all the time. Why she is saying so?
She can see the Lord Krishna.
Tatra Tatra Jagat Guru. Because Krishna will come and be with devotees. And when there are hard times and devotees remember Krishna, Krishna has to come. When the devotee remembers Krishna, Krishna has to run. When Draupadi, they were removing the clothes of Draupadi, Dushasan was doing Vastra Chirharan. At that time, Draupadi remembered Krishna. Krishna came. When Ashwatthama threw Brahmastra to Uttara, in her womb there was a baby, Parikshit. And Uttara ran to Lord Krishna. Krishna came and protected Parikshit. And all the time in the forest also, all the Pandavas were always protected by Krishna. In Mahabharata, actually Pandavas' defeat was guaranteed. Why? Because there was Bhishma Pitama who had Ichha Mrityu. Nobody can kill Bhishma Pitama. Dronacharya was there. Ashwatthama was there. Karna was there. In front of them, Pandavas were insignificant. And Krishna's Narayani Sena was with Kauravas actually. So Pandavas' defeat was guaranteed. But they could win the war just because of Krishna was there. So here Kunti is saying that Vipadha Shantuta Shasvat Tatra Tatra Jagat Guru Bhavato Darshanam Yatsyad. Because whenever there is a Habushkelia, there is difficulties, Krishna comes. And when Krishna comes, when you take Krishna's darshan, Apurna Bhavana Darshanam, you do not get birth again. So here Kunti is saying to Lord Krishna that, hey Krishna, I wish that, who can read this for me? Dhrumish Prabhu, can you read it?
I wish that all those calamities would happen again and again.
He says that I wish all those bad times come again and again in my life because
So that we could see you again and again. For seeing you means that we will no longer see repeated
birth and death.
deaths.
You know, whenever there is a difficulties, people come to temple. Is it right? दुख में सुमिरन सब करे, सुख में करे न कोई, है ना. जैसे ही जॉब लग जाती है मंदिर आना बंद हो जाता है. हमने बहुत बार देखा है, बार बार देखा है. होता है कि नहीं प्रभु, है ना. कुछ बच्चे हैं जो मंदिर आते हैं, जब भी जॉब नहीं है तो मंदिर आते हैं. जैसे ही जॉब लग गई, बहुत बिजी है. पूछो, हमारे कुछ मित्र हैं यहाँ पे, साल में एक बार बातें कभी, पहले रोज आते थे. दुख में सुमिरन सब करे, सुख में करे ना कोई. भगवान को रोज याद करने वाले तो बहुत कम लोग हैं, है ना. इज दैट राइट? तो इसलिए द्रौपदी माता कुंती कहती है कि मुझे बार बार मुश्किलें आ जाए, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, क्योंकि मुश्किलें आएगी तो लोग मंदिर आएंगे, है ना? नहीं तो भगवान के पास कौन आता है. मंदिर क्यों आना चाहिए? क्योंकि भगवान आपको देखने के लिए उत्सुक रहते हैं. आप तो भगवान को कहीं भी देख सकते हैं, लेकिन भगवान आपके लिए मंदिर में खड़े रहते हैं, 24 घंटा खड़े रहते हैं, स्टैंडिंग विद द फ्लूट इन हिज हैंड. व्हाई? बिकॉज ही वांट्स टू सी यू. व्हेन यू कम हियर, ही इज हैप्पी टू सी यू. आपको खुशी होती है कि नहीं मालूम नहीं, लेकिन भगवान को आपसे ज्यादा खुशी होती है. इसलिए आंख खुली रख के भगवान आपकी देख रहे हैं कि कौन आएगा मेरा भक्त. कुछ भक्त है, कुछ साल में एक बार आते हैं, कुछ संडे को आते हैं, कुछ मंडे को आते हैं, कुछ भक्त रोज आते हैं. तो माता कुंती कहती है कि अगर मेरे जीवन में बहुत मुश्किलें आ गई तो मैं आपका स्मरण रोज करूंगी, है ना. इसलिए बार बार. तो ये भागवतम जो है, इसमें आपको दूसरा कुछ नहीं मिलेगा. भगवान के भक्त और भक्त की कथा है, और कुछ भी नहीं मिलेगा. तो अगर आपको भक्ति में आगे बढ़ना है तो क्या करना पड़ेगा? भक्तों से सुनना पड़ेगा, भागवतम पढ़ना पड़ेगा, है ना. नित्यम भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर भवती नैष्ठकी. तो भागवत को रोज पढ़ने के लिए क्या जरूरी है बताइए, कौन बताएगा? What is required if you want to read Bhagavatam every day? You need to have Bhagavatam itself. है क्या नहीं? Yes or no? अगर आपके पास भागवतम भी नहीं है तो कहाँ से पढ़ेंगे आप? How many of you have Bhagavatam at home? Only one. Here or India? इंडिया में तो सब कुछ है. इंडिया में तो पूरा इंडिया है.
I came recently, so unable to like forward to it, so I came
We
here.
forget so many things, so this is one more thing. It's no problem. Forgetting Krishna is natural.
I didn't forget Krishna, but
No, I'm just kidding. Don't worry. Don't take it personally. But what I'm saying is that if you do not have Bhagavatam, then we have this book here. This whole case is full of Bhagavatam. We have Bhagavatam in English, Gujarati, Hindi language. All the languages we have Bhagavatam. Actually, everybody of should have a Bhagavatam. जितने भी भारतीय लोग हैं, उनके घर में एक भागवतम का सेट तो होना ही चाहिए. Because what is Bhagavatam? Bhagavatam whole set here. This is 12 books of Bhagavatam, 12 cantos. Every canto of Bhagavatam is different body parts of Krishna. Like first canto of Bhagavatam is left leg of Krishna. Second canto of Bhagavatam is right leg of Krishna. Like that you climb. Here is the whole Bhagavatam set here. Every Sanatani, every Bharatiya should have Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam. These are the two essential granthas. We should have. Some people will say, oh, we don't have money, we don't have this, we don't have that. We have money for everything else but for Krishna. Is that right or wrong? Some of the things are, Bhagavatam is just like Krishna. It is a form of Krishna in the form of Shabda, in the form of words, right? So we all should have Bhagavatam at home and we should make an attempt to read it every day. In temple, every day we read Bhagavatam. Every day morning, one shloka. How much it takes? 15 minutes, 20 minutes, doesn't take more. So if you can make it, come to the temple every day morning, 7:45. We have Bhagavatam class. If you cannot come to the temple, we have Bhagavatam class on the morning in the Facebook Live also. The same class is live, actually, every day morning, temple, Vedic Cultural Center, Thunder Bay Facebook page. Same is on live every day. You can see the recording, but live is better. You can question answer also. But better than that is having Bhagavatam at home and reading it every day, right? So I encourage everybody of you to have one copy of Bhagavad Gita and one copy of Bhagavatam. If anybody has any financial issues, come and see me. We can help you out. But it is very important. If we do not keep Bhagavatam, then who will keep? है ना? अगर हम हमारा ग्रंथ हम ही नहीं रखेंगे तो कौन रखेगा? बाजू वाले रखेंगे? कोई नहीं रखेगा, है ना? इसलिए भागवतम और भगवद गीता रोज घर पे पढ़ना बहुत जरूरी है. सुबह भागवतम और शाम को भगवद गीता. 15 मिनट सुबह, 15 मिनट शाम को. So then Krishna, it is said in Bhagavatam, in the 12th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, it is said that कली दोष निधे राजन अस्थिर एव महागुणा कीर्तनादेव कृष्णस्य मुक्त संग परम व्रजेत. ये कलयुग में बहुत सारे प्रॉब्लम है. कलयुग में प्रॉब्लम क्या क्या है? एक तो है हमारा आयु बहुत छोटा है. अवर लाइफ इज, हाउ शॉर्ट इज अवर लाइफ? हाउ मच इज अवर लाइफ? 60 to 70. बहुत छोटा कर दिया. हाँ, our life is very short. How long is our life? You never know. You can finish it tomorrow also. कुछ गारंटी नहीं है ना. इंडिया में हम देखते हैं आजकल, सुनते हैं यंग बच्चों को भी हार्ट अटैक आ रहा है. Is that right? Accidents are happening. So many things are happening. People are getting cancers. And life is unpredictable. So in this short time, if you want to achieve the perfection, what is the perfection of life? It is not the money. It is the perfection of life is at the time of giving up this body, at the time of finishing this business, when your mind is satisfied, mind is in Krishna, that okay, I did whatever I had to do by remembering Krishna. That is the perfection of life. When you're closing the business, you are happy. Everything is finished. I do not want to come back again and again. Sometimes at this body, sometimes as this body. So that is only possible if you read Srimad Bhagavatam every day. So that is the difference between human and animals. Humans can read Bhagavatam. Animals cannot read, right? So if you can every day read one shloka Srimad Bhagavatam. With that, we'll pause here. Anybody has any questions? No questions? Anybody wants a Bhagavatam set? We have few sets available here in Thunder Bay. You see, in Thunder Bay, we are in middle of nowhere. We get this all set shipped from India, actually. So we have everything ready. The shipping costs are very high now. But we got this shipped last year. So still we have some sets of Bhagavatam. So anybody wants Srimad Bhagavatam, please come and see me after this class, okay? And if you do not have money, we'll work on that also. Bhagavatam is not expensive. Grantraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaura Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. So we'll do now the Aarti ceremony followed by Prasadam. As I said, this is the month of Pitru Paksha, right? So in this month, if you read Bhagavatam every day at your home, your grandparents, great-great-grandparents, everybody will get benefit out of it. If you cannot do Shraddha ceremony, अगर आप श्राद्ध घर पे नहीं कर सकते हैं, तो भागवतम पढ़िए रोज, तो your ancestors will get benefit out of it. इसलिए भगवान के लिए भागवतम रोज पढ़िए और उसका benefit किसको हो जाएगा? आपके ancestors, आपको भी हो जाएगा. So they will get liberated, right? So thank you so much for joining today, and we'll do the Aarti ceremony. Today's feast is sponsored by Khushi Bhale. She's not here probably, but she has sponsored her. Thank you so much. आइए सब लोग आगे आ जाइए और हम भगवान का आरती करते हैं. नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामी